everybody. Welcome to our show. It's time for our NFL Week 2 picks. You ready for this, Travis?
Yeah.
What about you, Shep?
Yeah.
What about you, Baby Blue? All right, let's get into this. First game is the Orchard Park Bills against the Dolphins. I'm going with the Bills. What about you, Andy? Bills. What about you, Travis?
Dolphins.
What about you, Shep?
Bills.
And what about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Dolphins. All right, next game is the Santa Clara 49ers versus the Vikings. I got the 49ers. What about you, Andy? 49ers. What about you, Travis?
49ers.
What about you, Shep?
49ers.
What about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Vikings again. Okay, next game is the Seahawks against the Patriots. I'm going with the Seahawks. What about you, Andy? Seahawks. What about you, Travis?
Seahawks.
Seahawks or Patriots, Shep?
Patriots.
And what about you, Baby Blue? Well, he's going with the Seahawks. All right, I think that's the wise decision. Next game is the New Jersey Giants against the Landover, Maryland Commanders. I'm going with the Commanders. What about you, Andy? Commanders. What about you, Travis?
Commanders.
What about you, Shep?
Commanders.
And Baby Blue? Well, he's going with the Giants. Okay, next game is the Chargers against the team with the Hobbit-sized quarterback, Panthers. Baby Blue, that's your team. All right, Chargers, Panthers. I got the Chargers. What about you, Andy? Chargers. What about you, Travis?
Chargers.
What about you, Shep?
Chargers.
And of course, Baby Blue, you're going for the Panthers. That's right. Okay, next game is the Colts versus the Packers. Those cheeseheads. I'm going with the upset Colts. What about you, Andy? Colts. What about you, Travis?
Packers.
What about you, Shep?
Packers.
And what about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Packers. All right, next game is the Browns against the Jaguars. I'm going with the quarterback with the pretty hair. I'm going with the Jaguars. What about you, Andy? Jaguars. What about you, Travis?
Jaguars.
What about you, Shep?
Jaguars.
And what about you, Baby Blue? What? The Browns again? Did you learn your lesson last week, man? All right, well, it's your choice. Next game is the Jets versus the Titans. I got the Jets from New Jersey. What about you, Andy? Jets. Travis, Jets?
Jets.
You going with the Jets too? You sure?
Yeah.
Sure you don't want the Titans? He's going with the Jets. What about you, Shep?
Jets.
All right, what about you, Baby Blue? Titans. All right, next game is the, the Bucks and the Lions. I'm going with the Lions. What about you, Andy? Bucks. What about you, Travis? Bucks or Lions?
Lions.
What about you, Shep?
Bucks.
What about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Lions. How about that? All right, I like the way you think on that one. Next game is the Raiders. They play in Paradise against the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens. What about you, Andy? Ravens. What about you, Travis?
Ravens.
What about you, Shep?
Ravens.
And what about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Raiders. Okay, next game is the Inglewood Rams against the Cardinals. I'm going with the Rams. What about you, Andy? Rams. What about you, Travis?
Rams.
What about you, Shep?
Rams.
What about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Cardinals again. Okay, next game is the Bengals versus the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. What about you, Andy? Chiefs. What about you, Travis?
Chiefs.
What about you, Shep?
Chiefs.
And what about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Bengals. Okay, next game is the Steelers against the Broncos. I'm going with the Steelers. What about you, Andy? Steelers. What about you, Travis?
Steelers.
What about you, Shep?
Steelers.
What about you, Baby Blue? He's going with the Broncos. Okay. The last game, the most important game of the week, is the Saints. And yes, indeed, I'm going with the Saints, of course. What about you, Andy? Saints. What about you, Travis?
Saints.
What about you, Shep?
Saints.
And what about you, Baby Blue? Oh, there's always one jerk in the group. Baby Blue's going with the Cowboys like a jerk. Yep, that's you, buddy. I still love you, but you're a jerk. Anyway, that's our show, everybody. Yep. Y'all ready to eat? What y'all want to eat tonight? How about some jambalaya, Shep?
Yeah.
Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo. You ever heard that song, Baby Blue? Well, you gotta learn it tonight after you eat some of Chef Jambalaya. I tell you what, that stuff's good. Y'all ready to go eat it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Andy, press the button.